ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः। ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नितनामने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna to everyone and welcome to Krishna Chaitanyam channel. It's been a long time since we've met here, discussed Bhagavad-gītā. I know I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for that, for serving you all people, for stopping to serve all the people here, for those people who actually understand the essence of Bhagavad-gītā. I stopped from a place where I didn't actually served you all the people, and now I'm back. I wanted to serve you all the devotees, and I wanted to give the essence of Bhagavad-gītā from everyone to propagate this as my sincere duty. It's been a long time since we've met each other, but anyways, we have to continue as what we have discussed, like from how many chapters we have continued from now. Like we've started from the first chapter. It's been so many months, you can say. We have been started from the first chapter. We completed the whole first chapter to say, and the whole essence was so good. With positive thoughts, everyone had given many comments on our comment section. And now also you need to give uh, many questions for the comment section so that I can try to answer your questions. Of course, now we are in the second chapter of Bhagavad-gītā, and in the last 2 days to say, that means day 28 and day 27, at that time period, we completed 5 shlokas of Bhagavad-gītā, of second chapter of the second chapter, and there are so many shlokas to understand the second chapter. The first chapter, let us make a big recap, to say a big recap according to the agenda which we make. I won't say the agenda right now because we have been always understanding that agenda day after the day after the day. But this time we are going according to the agenda, but I don't want to say the agenda. Okay, fine. Okay, all good. Now let's start. So let us make a whole recap of Bhagavad Gita from the start, from the first chapter to now the present part where we are right now. The first chapter is called as Arjuna Vishada Yoga. That means what you can understand from this Arjuna Vishada Yoga. It's a Sanskrit word to say. Actually, in English, in Bhagavad Gita, English of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada, he wrote observing the armies. That means Arjuna had actually observed the armies in the midst of the two army positions, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. So you could see the he was saying on the Kaurava side because he was on the Pandava side. So well, while he was saying on the Kaurava side, he found something is going wrong, in not externally but internally. Himself. You can understand it. Himself. Nothing had happened externally. Everything happened internally. He started to shiver. His weapons are being slipping. His Gandiva bow, which is a very powerful bow, which you can understand, which Arjuna had made many promises, is now slipping, and now the arrows which are in the place are not coming out. He was feeling in a confusion mode, Vishada Yoga, and now he starts to say why he is in the Vishada mode. Why is he not starting? Not why is he not brave to actually fight against Kauravas? So he gave many reasons for them. He gave um uh, he gave that the family would be destructed, many generations would be gone. These many types of instructions had been given, which comes from the first chapter itself, in between 30th shloka, from the 40th shloka till the end of the chapter. You can also make the reference of it, which is also there in our channel, in our Krishna Chaitanya channel. So now in the second chapter also it gets continued. But for the first time, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Śrī Kṛṣṇa, now starts to speak. He starts to give solutions for Arjuna in a very special way. Here I want to say one thing to you, to all the devotees, that he had actually made this kind of incident, made this kind of position for us to understand Bhagavad-gītā, to understand the whole world, the material world and the spiritual world. It seems too dry, but when you understand it, then you will be in a very auspicious way. You'll understand the true things which is happening here. From the grassroots to the higher positions, Lord Sri Krishna had given us from detail to detail. And yes, he continues from the second chapter itself. Now let's continue to the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita as it is. But today we are gonna read Bhagavad Gita 2.6. Okay. As usual, we have to always see the first parts. I will say the first parts and you can repeat after me whenever I stop it. Okay? Hare Krishna. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariyo. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariyo. Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyu. Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyu. Yanev hatva na jijivisamas. Yanev hatva na jijivisamas. Teva stita pramuke dhartarashtra. Teva stita pramuke dhartarashtra. Now you can repeat after me. Not after me, with me. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariyo. Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyum. Yane vahatva na jijivisamas. Teva stita pramuke dhartarashtra. Na chaitad vidma kataranno gariyo. Yadva jayema yadivano jayeyum. Yane vahatva na jijivisamas. Devastita Pramukhe Dhatarashtra. Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. If we kill the sons of Dhritarashtra, we should not care to live. Yet they are now standing before us on the battlefield. Let us understand to the purport of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Arjuna did not know whether he should fight and risk unnecessary violence, although fighting is the duty of the Kshatriyas, or whether he should refrain and live by begging. If he did not conquer the enemy, begging would be his only means of subsistence. Nor was there certainty of victory, because either side might emerge victorious. Even if victory awaited them, and their cause was justified. Still, if the sons of Dhritarashtra died in the battle, it would be very difficult to live in their absence. Under the circumstances, that would be another kind of defeat for them. All these considerations by Arjuna definitely proved that not only was he a great devotee of the Lord, but he was also highly enlightened and had complete control over his mind and senses. His desire to live by begging, although he was born in a royal household, is another sign of detachment. He was truly virtuous, as these qualities, combined with his faith in the words of instruction of Śrī Kṛṣṇa, his spiritual master, indicate. It is concluded that Arjuna was quite fit for the liberation, unless the senses are controlled. There is no chance of elevation to the platform of knowledge. Without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Arjuna was competent in all these attributes, over and above his enormous attributes in his material relationships. Here in this in this purport given by Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada describes the greatness of the detachment of Arjuna. Now see, we being as grihastas, we always go to jobs, 9 to 5 work, or students who are there, they might study, they go to tutoring, they go for school, they play games. Adults, they go for 9 to 5 work and many other things. We being a grihasta feel hard to actually detach these things, detach from the affairs of this materialistic ones. But Arjuna, in this phase, Arjuna, you could see he was born in a royal household. You can see royal households, they are they are in the position of kings and queens, the royal family. You could find everyone will respect the royal family. Many people, one on the other, one on the other, one on the other, will serve them. And whatever they like, they will get it in just a tick. But now, what is Arjuna doing is that greatness where you could understand in Bhagavad-gītā 2.6. Arjuna being in this royal household, in this royal family, he has this situation of detachment. He was very virtuous. His quality is detachment. He said at the straight one, I don't know which is better, conquering by them or being conquered by them. He was actually don't know that whether he should fight and risk unnecessary violence. But the things that Kshatriyas should always fight, and it's their duty to be fighted, or whether he should refrain and live by begging. Arjuna was in a dire situation that he endly said that I'll leave this whole thing and I'll sustain myself by begging. Does anybody say like that? Do we people say like that? Do you or me say like that? That's the greatness of detachment. And that's actually what Arjuna is showcasing here. Of course, Bhagavad Gita is not saying to detach all these things and to go to a place, to a forest where you can do your dhyana and you can go back to Godhead. That's one of the methods which is also described in Bhagavad Gita. But the best way is in Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter essence. From there, it starts to give you how can you manage this Krishna consciousness life. Then only you can understand how can we serve Lord while we are also working. No other Vaishnava Guru will not say that come with me, leave all your duties and come with me. There is some time when Vaishnava Gurus will say like that. Then only we can follow their instructions. But right now, in the position where you are working, where you are studying, where you are aspiring for this targets, at that time, you should also manage your Krishna consciousness. Start by small chanting. One mala chanting, 108 times you can chant. Every single day you can do it. If you feel that it's easy, you can try to do more. 2 malas, 4 malas, 6 malas, 8 malas, 12 malas, and 16 malas. You can continue more than that. There is, we can also do 64 malas. But we have the right for us to sustain the family, and we have to also work in the job. It's not only to chant and pray, it's also to work and gain. That's how we can actually balance our Krishna consciousness in the successful way. Here also Arjuna is also saying, nor was there certainty of victory because either side might emerge victorious. If victory awaited them, still, if the sons of Dhritarashtra died in the battle, it would be difficult to live in their absence. Under these circumstances, there will be another kind of defeat for them. Okay, fine here. If the sons of Dhritarashtra died in the battle, if their own relatives died in the battle, then Arjuna feels that it is very difficult to live in their absence, and it is another kind of defeat for them. All these considerations by Arjuna definitely proved that not only was he a great devotee of the Lord, but he was also highly enlightened and had complete control over his mind and senses. His desire to live by begging, although he was born in a royal household, is another side of detachment. Was truly virtuous as these qualities, combined with his faith in the words of Śrī Kṛṣṇa, indicate. It is concluded that Arjuna was quite fit for liberation under this, unless the senses are controlled. This is a very important point. Unless the senses are controlled, there is no chance of elevation to the platform of knowledge. And without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Arjuna was competent in all these attributes, over and above his enormous attributes in his material relationships. That's the whole essence we can get from Bhagavad-gītā 2.6. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Before that, let us learn what lesson we can learn from this Bhagavad-gītā 2.6. The lesson we can learn is be a hidden personality. Now, you can see from some of the characters of cinema some of the characters who are like spies. They are inside the affairs, but they are not influenced for it. They are not actually attached in it. But even though they are attached, they look like one full compound from the other organization or individual. That's how you can be a hidden personality. You here also, I have to repeat it again, that Bhagavad-gītā never ever says that when you are working in the working stage, in the grihastha stage, you should leave, you must leave your whole jobs and go to the forest and meditate. That's not the way. You have to be like a hidden personality. We have to actually be in the material affairs. Some people think that, oh, of course, you're in this affairs. You're talking about this. You're discussing how to do, how not to do. But at the same time, we should think the success and the distress of it, and also continue our Krishna consciousness journey. That's what this lesson, Be a Hidden Personality, says to us about this Bhagavad-gītā 2.6. So this is all about Bhagavad-gītā 2.6. But before going, let us let us once understand one of the notifications, announcements which we can get from this channel. So according now in ISKCON Adilabad, where you can find ISKCON Adilabad is having its Jeernotsava Karikramam. Now, what's Jeernotsava Karikramam? The Jeernotsava Karikramam is the redevelopment mission of ISKCON Adilabad, which is an initiative of His Grace Brahmananda Prabhu. I know that some of you have known him, and some of you have met him also, to make the temple accessible to everyone in order to increase Krishna consciousness throughout the region. Devotees can participate in the process through donations to make Krishna consciousness brighter. So, in this redevelopment mission of ISKCON Adilabad, which is also there in Telangana, it's an initiative from their side where they wanted to establish a new temple, which I can show you here. So this looks like a new temple, and the old basis where you can see the now at the present the temple like this, it looks like this only. But the things that there is no roof or any pillars or any stairs or any garden like this at that time. So now it's in its developmental stage, and this is how it happens after we complete the whole redevelopment process, a whole Jeernotsava Karikramam. So we have to also do as a part of seva. This is one of the greatest sevas you can do, giving a donation to a temple. So you can also participate in this mission, so that ISKCON Adilabad can be a very, very brighter place, abode where Krishna consciousness can be taught and understand. So, of course, you can mail me. So, the mail here is Radha Damodar 2210@gmail.com. So, if you mail me, I will give you all the details for you to participate in this process through donations, so that you can also be a part of it and also make this ISKCON Adilabad and make the whole ISKCON society into the greatest step where we can get it. So this is all about the notifications, Bhagavad-gītā 2.6, and the whole introduction which we have been made. I am so happy, so happy for all of for serving you, for trying to serving you at my best to find it. And also, please be a part of this ISKCON Adilabad's Jeenotsava Karikramam. So everyone should be a part of it. So it is so good. It would be so good that if we make this Jeenotsava Karikramam into a very big, humongous stage, in just a fraction of year, we can complete this into a very nice place of ISKCON Adilabad. We can also visit together with His Grace Pranavananda Prabhu. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad-gītā ki jai. Hare Krishna to all the devotees.